Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back. How you guys doing? It's been a while since I done one of these, and to be honest, this used to be one of my most kind of successful videos. And to be honest, I'm not over. Like, it's not over. I have plenty and plenty more wrestlers to talk about when it comes to who Mr. H has ruined or not. But yeah, Triple H, it's true. Carmelo Hayes' career is over with thanks to Triple H. It's over with, man. It's over. Like after all of what Carmelo has been going through since he's been on the main roster, any kind of momentum, any kind of backing, or even just hope in what he's gonna do is now gone. It's now over with. It's dead. It's killed. He killed it. Triple H is good at that. He's good at killing people's momentum or killing their stardom when they have it, and then pretty much breaking you down to the bare minimum, breaking you down from jobber, basically. He does this to other ones, and I'm gonna continue this series. But Carmelo Hayes is one of the worst ones. He's got to be one of the worst ones when it comes to his career being over, thanks to Triple H, because you were in NXT, and it just doesn't make any sense how when Carmelo was in NXT, he was performing way better, getting shown in a way better spotlight, even got NXT champion and had it for a while and really was looking like the main star, kind of like what Trick Williams and Obi Femi is kind of today. It's like before, like them, it kind of was Carmelo, and then they have feuds too. So it just doesn't make no sense that you come to the main roster and you're not even sniffing IC title. You're not even sniffing United States title. You're not even sniffing it. You're not even sniffing the boots. Okay, you ain't even sniffing the boots. Like it just doesn't make any sense here. Ever since he's been on the main roster, he's just been a foolish jobber. It's already bad enough he's jobbing out. That's already bad enough. But to be shown in a foolish light like that and in a foolish manner, they make him act very arrogant and stereotypical. And it's not just in wrestling. I've seen this in a lot of shows, especially a lot of TV shows. I'm not gonna name them, but it's a lot of shows I've seen where they do this, where they'll make black characters, and they love to do it to black characters. They'll make a black character be like way overconscious and overzealous, and just for later down in the road, just for them to just look stupid and look foolish and like they was wrong the whole time. And that's how I feel about Carmelo Hayes. That's how I feel about him and how he's being booked. He's being booked to seem like, he's super confident, super overzealous. He talks a lot of smack, but at the end of the day, he never really wins and he doesn't really back it up. I mean, the last win I ever seen Carmelo Hayes get was a DQ, was a ring out on Braun Strowman. That's not even a real win. That's not even a real win. And Braun Strowman was pretty much beating him through the whole feud. Why is Carmelo Hayes fighting Braun Strowman? It's just nothing. It's like nothing is really being built for Carmelo Hayes. No real good storylines. He's just jumping around to wrestler randomly and getting his ass beat. And then he might get a little minor feud where he's just gonna probably get his ass beat and shown out. I mean, the Andrade stuff was some of the worst stuff I've ever seen in wrestling, because I've never seen where you make two dudes fight like 7 times in a row, literally for nothing, just to go nowhere, and literally for nothing. And didn't Carmelo lose that? Didn't Andrade end up beating him in that feud? Even though it was a pointless feud for nothing, and you couldn't even sniff the IC belt. But you got people out here getting title shots literally out of thin air. But you did 7 matches in a row. Some of them were back to back. He wasn't even putting them on PLEs. And you couldn't even sniff LA Knight title. You can't even sniff Shinsuke title. What's going on? What's happening, Triple H? What is it? What is it? What do you not see in Carmelo Hayes? What about Carmelo Hayes makes you feel like he's just not worth it? Like, what is it? I mean, I haven't even given y'all my thoughts and opinions, but I might as well give you what I think about Carmelo Hayes. In my honest opinion, I think Carmelo Hayes is pretty solid. I don't think he should be main card. Maybe if he gets worked on more, but he could definitely be a good mid carder. Definitely, I feel like he definitely could be a IC champion or a United States champion or even possibly tag champion if you put him on the team with somebody worth putting him on the team with. You know, he definitely got potential. It's just you can't just keep making him look a fool like that. He got, Melo don't miss. But why the hell is he missing every opportunity that comes? He say he don't miss, but then he just lose everything. It's like you're not even really trying to build his character. And in the ring, I think he's a pretty good performer. He's not terrible. He can actually maneuver and move very well. So you definitely got something here with him. I mean, he was NXT champion. What's the point of making him NXT champion and then just come over here and now you just jobbing out to other jobbers, right? You jobbing out to other people who haven't really got worked on too much. And again, you just randomly just popping up. Don't the weirdest things happen to Carmelo? It'd be like the weirdest stuff. Like, don't he just pop up randomly while somebody's walking backstage and then he'll just pop up, say some just ignorant stuff out of nowhere or some random, or he'll just interrupt somebody. And then next thing you know, now he's getting into a fight with him and then he just lose. Like, what? What? And I think one of the most saddest parts to me is look at all of those other people who came from NXT, especially around the time that Carmelo came. And it's mighty strange how those people got pushed, and some of them even got titles. Like Lyra Valkyria. She came off NXT not too long, after Carmelo, maybe even not at the same time, but a little bit, I think, afterwards. And you see, boom, title. It's a lot of Tiffany Stratton came at pretty much the same time when Carmelo came, about that pretty much same time. Look at Tiffany, SmackDown's women champion. Jade, so-called injured, so-called. So, I mean, and there's many, many more, many, many more, many, many more who have just hit the scene and got pushed to the moon like Motor City Machine Guns. Yo, the whole SmackDown tag team division is literally circled around them, and they barely been here 2 months, and they done won the titles like twice. Literally got introduced, start winning, and then won titles like 2 weeks, 3 weeks into it. So why Melo can't do nothing like that? Why does he have to go into a long tournament, basically a 2-person tournament with with Andrade? When low key that could have been done in one match, that could have been a 2 out of 3 falls match. You notice that the Motor City Machine Guns got a 2 out of 3 falls match. Notice they didn't constantly fight people constantly in a row just to get nowhere. Notice these things. And it's sad because you can think of more. It's more people who just came from NXT and around the same time or maybe a little bit later, and their pushes were just better, or just people who just come out of nowhere and just come and they just get treated better. They just get it treated better. Carmelo has been here and it's done. It's over with, man. Like when I say this, it be true. So far, I've been true about every person that I said their career is over. I've been right, and their career is never recovered. It's never recovered, and his is done. It's done. As long as Triple H is around, or Carmelo might as well hang it up, just like a lot of other people might as well hang it up. I done already made videos about Dominic. I done made videos about Ray. I done made videos about the New Day and many other ones. I done one on Austin Theory explaining about how their careers is over. Next thing you know, you'll be back in NXT. You'll be back in NXT. Next thing you know. Speaking of that, it got me thinking about another video because that was a video that was on my mind. I don't want to give too much clues about it, but it's something that I noticed about what happens to the wrestlers, the main roster wrestlers, when they go to NXT. It's something I noticed in the difference in what really happens based on, yeah, that's going to be a good one. I got to remember this one because it's true. You might end up back on NXT again. And then once you on there, you might be getting treated worse or getting jobbed out now by the NXT people that you used to be champion of. Bring you to the main roster to get embarrassed and to have pointless matches. Pointless. With no real builds. Isn't that what Ricochet was complaining about before he left WWE? Wasn't he complaining about that and talking about how he was getting tired of just doing pointless matches? Seems like he was right. Something to think about. Hit that like button, guys.